Hello and welcome to Talking Really. Today's talking point is all about using public transport. There's a report out which was out. It's been out a little while. It's on the internet. I don't know why it suddenly just appeared, but it's dated the 10th of October. It's a report that's been in the Independent newspaper. What it says is 1 in 4 disabled people don't use public transport due to negative attitudes from other passengers. So the idea is that disabled people face considerable challenges when it comes to accessibility in the public transport arena. 25% of disabled people say negative attitudes from other passengers prevent them from using public transport, while 40% often experience issues or difficulties when travelling by train in the UK. This is quite true. Train journeys for me are actually very difficult at the moment with my scooter. If you go onto my travel channel, you can see that I have lots of journeys that I've made, and it doesn't really matter if you book ahead for assistance or whether you just turn up on the day. The experience is generally the same, pretty average. The issue that I always have is with ramps. The idea of a train, for example, they've spent millions of pounds on designing a new train, yet they can't make a train that has a ramp or is even level with the platform. I mean, that would be better, wouldn't it? In Nottingham, they have trams and they are level with the platforms, so you don't have to worry. You can just roll on and roll off. The thing that really annoys me about public transport is the fact is that most times you have to book assistance, and the idea is that if you want to travel, you shouldn't have to do that. You should be able to just turn up and go. And of course, as you well know if you've watched any of the videos I've made, often cases I get told off.
Just a bit of advice for you.
Yeah.
To help us help you.
Right.
Can you book in advance?
I will do.
Because we need to know what's going on.
Sure.
We can't always get to you. So
No, I know.
You'd be stranded on the platform.
Yeah.
We need to really
I didn't know I was going today, that's the trouble. Hilarious, because I am a normal average person, and why should I have to plan ahead for tomorrow? I have no idea what I'm doing today, let alone tomorrow. So the report included findings based on interviews with 2,000 UK working age adults with long-term impairments. Well, I have to say they never contacted me, that's for sure. So one of the comments was, I can't just travel spontaneously. There are long waits at train stations. Having been assured at one station that they have notified my destination on my arrival, I often arrive to find there are no staff there to assist me. Well, that sounds familiar. It's been alright up until now. This might be a different one, but it stops there. Trowbridge, Rathline,
What did you get on then?
Southampton.
Right, nobody told me.
I mean, there have been cases of buses being in the news where passengers will not move if you have a wheelchair in a wheelchair space and they've got a childless buggy. They are supposed to move them, but of course you get a load of verbal abuse if you do ask them, and of course it's very difficult to have more than one on any one bus, and obviously there's already a wheelchair on there, then there's a high chance that you won't be allowed on, which is also an issue when you're going to work, for example. Don't get me started when we talk about airports, because they are just diabolical, especially in London. The London Heathrow does my head in. It really does. Besides the fact that you turn up for assistance and you're told 20-minute wait, and it turns out to be an hour and 20 minutes. And obviously you have to allow time for this, for you to get your gate in time to board the plane. And then when you come home, they're not there waiting for you to come off the plane, which is like, well, you know, why can other countries do it but the UK can't? As we all know from the news article, that in July, comedian Tanya Lee Davis was left humiliated and embarrassed after a Great Western train guard tried to get her to move her mobility scooter for a mother and child. And of course, Frank Gardner was stranded on an empty plane at Heathrow Airport for the second time in 6 months. And Holly Brooks felt like a second-class citizen when she boarded a Greater Anglia train in August to find her allocated wheelchair space taken up with a catering trolley. I mean, come on. This is the 2018, and it's just diabolical. So to finish, please comment down below if you found it interesting, and also comment with your experiences of public transport, because I am interested, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.